Hey everybody, this is me, Daniel Hutchins, and today we are talking about an article from our friends Screen Rant. So today from Screen Rant, we are talking about the Suicide Squad again. Yes, the Suicide Squad. And they just had posted an article from 5 minutes ago. So we're going to be talking about this. So the Suicide Squad's name originally had an even darker meaning. Now, this has caught my eye because, like I said, usually when a movie or a title has a name that has different meanings, it usually means it should be pretty interesting to talk of. So we are going to be exploring that today. So the Suicide Squad is named for its incredibly dangerous missions, but the original iteration of the team actually chose this title for a darker reason. Now we're going to talk about what that darker reason is. Okay? Warning, there are some spoilers that include the discussions of suicide. Okay, so Amanda Waller's Task Force X brings together some of DC Universe's deadliest criminals, offering them the chance to earn freedom by taking missions that are so dangerous death is almost guaranteed. Hence the unit name the Suicide Squad. But it turns out that the first iteration of the Suicide Squad wasn't actually named for the fact that not every member was expected to make it home. Now, but for an even darker element of the mission. So the group in question is Squadron S, which was a unit who served in World War II operation known as War That Time Forgot, with missions taking place around Dinosaur Island, led by Rick Flag, Sr., whose son would lead future missions on the Suicide Squad, including the quartet introduced 1959's Brave and the Bold No. 25. Squadron S was a dumping ground for soldiers considered to be too damaged or difficult to serve elsewhere, therefore seen as this expendable by their superiors. Okay, so related to this article, how Suicide Squad Captain Boomerang was resurrected in the comics. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about someone else. But while Squadron S took dangerous missions, Secret Origins number 14 revealed that the team named themselves the Suicide Squad not merely because they didn't expect to make it home, but because the missions we're asked to perform were so terrifying. Being assigned to this unit was itself considered grounds for suicide. While later teams would embrace the ideas of death, were almost guaranteed as a member of the Suicide Squad, the original members considered death preferable to their postings. Now, this idea makes a little more sense from the context of the War That Time Forgot, which saw Squadron S faced with a real possibility of being eaten alive by giant predators. Okay, and there's a picture down below that dates all the way back to 1940 with the Suicide Squad and during World War II. It's a really cool photo that actually shows them soldiers actually on an island, a tropical island, with dinosaurs. It's actually really cool. I'm going to save the photo probably later on after I finish this upload. But it says the secret origins of the Suicide Squad. Okay, so while later teams would eschew this concept for this idea that they take only the most dangerous missions, fans of James Gunn's Suicide Squad can almost guarantee and almost can perhaps understand Squadron S's logic. Now, in the movie's opening minutes, Waller's first team were massacred on a beach of Corto Maltese, with some truly disgusting and disturbing final moments. Now, hardened criminal Savant even flees the battleground in terror despite knowing Waller will punish his disobedience by triggering the bomb in his neck, by instantly killing him in a quick death that's preferable to agonizing ends experienced by his teammates Mongal, and Detachable Kid. Okay, so despite the grim origins of the name, Rick Flag Sr. and his son would carry forward through the time, christening some future teams such as Mission X Quartet and Amanda Waller's Task Force X. Now, it's understandable they chose the fudge for the origin of this name, allowing it to stand for the bravery of team members risking their lives and limb, and rather than the promise of the horrible deaths that will await them. Now, still, even if they knew where the group really got their name, it wouldn't help, as Amanda Waller now takes the sensible precautions of threatening the families of those who resist being drafted onto her team, ensuring that the Suicide Squad is always well staffed and easily coerced into serving her personal agenda. Okay, so to anyone having negative thoughts, reaching out to loved ones, or calling the Suicide Prevention Lifeline, it can be incredibly helpful, and it's a great resource. So again, if you or have someone who wants to commit suicide, contact the Suicide Prevention Lifeline and they will help you out. But again, this was just some information I wanted to tell you about the Suicide Squad and their name and how they originally had a darker meaning. If you guys like this content, please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what your thoughts was, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.